Hello and welcome to another update video about Sand. Sand really pumping today massively, currently retracing a little bit, and potentially some of that Sand money is now going into Mana and possibly some other metaverse projects. This obviously being pushed by companies going in like Ubisoft, Adidas. So a lot of good news here, which are also backed by fundamentals, partnerships and so on. So this all looking good. We've been talking about Sand really since you guys have pushed me to. I think we were just in this bull flag here at around $2 or $3, and since then I've been talking about continuously increasing prices. To be honest, it went up faster than I thought, or much more than I thought. Didn't think we had the power to go up that much and make a 2x or even more than a 2x that fast. So that's just as a side note here, but I kept being bullish. You know me, I'm always trying to be on the cautionary side of things, always being a bit careful, but that was more than I thought would be possible with already in being in such an overbought territory on the daily, weekly and on all time frames. Really impressive. But what I want to show you is that we've hit exactly this highest target level here. Well, we overshot a little bit, but to be honest, if I zoom in here, you can see the 2.618 Fib level that I did mention in previous videos, and we've come to that today, and you can see again how the Fibs work to the 2.618 Fib level, $7.30. I think we came all the way up to $7.37. So unbelievably very accurate, these Fibs again. And to be honest, the 2.618, you rarely get there. But this was apparently so bullish, so strong, that we got there first thing, without a lot of effort, really. So interesting. Just wanted to mention that. I remain on the bullish side for metaverse cryptocurrencies, but I think Sand has now pumped a lot. To be honest, I'm really annoyed that when I wanted to buy Sand here, when we had the dip, I think around, when did I want to buy it? Below $5, I wanted to buy another position. I think there was an issue with can't remember if it was on KuCoin or Binance or Kraken, to be honest. I can't remember. I couldn't buy for some reason. Really annoyed with that. But anyway, that's where we are at the moment. Overall, I think we can get another pump out of this one. But currently retracement, and you can see current support levels will be here at 630. So we could come down to 630 again and then give it another go. If we lose 630, we will get down to the 570 level. That's also that previous high. For me, one of the most likely retracements now to come back to that level. If we lose that, we come back down to 514, 515, I think. Now, these would all be potential buying opportunities for me. I think this ecosystem of Sand is going to grow. A lot of positive news have come out about Sand recently, being with the alpha test going to start. The beta was already running, now the alpha starting, and new partnerships and new partners coming in. So I think Sand is going to grow, and it's for me, again, metaverses are risky, but of all the metaverse projects, this one together with Mana, they are the most safe ones for me currently, especially considering, I think even Sand a little bit on the safer side of things, given all the partners that are really coming in there. Not only partners from the crypto world, but let's call them partners from the real world, like Adidas, and like even Snoop Dogg, artists coming in there, but also Ubisoft as game developers. So really bullish on that. So this is the main Fib level scheme. We can see prices retracing at the moment. Overall, I can do a smaller Fib just to give us some alternative ideas for support levels now. Let me just do that. But overall, as I said, I remain bullish. But again, there will be, similar to Mana, there will be a retracement coming, a major one. Now, at the moment, we see here a minor one. This could become another bull flag, pretty much as we've seen here at around the 550 range. Now, a retracement now, as I said, is probably likely around the 550 level here at that 0.5 Fib level now here on the smaller scale, which is that previous highs, these previous highs. And also what we can do, and it's not a confirmed trend line yet, but this could become a trend line where we are going to pull back to the trend line. I would personally use this trend line here as another buying opportunity. I took some profits on Mana already. I missed to get in on Sand, unfortunately, but I got in on Mana, so I think I profited from the metaverse pump, luckily, but I started to take some profits. along the way, really, because it also depends on when you get into these projects, when you then start to take some profits. So it's an individual decision, and I took one at one of the key fib levels. Now it's gone up further, but I only took 25%, and this is what I do, taking profits along the way, because we've seen it before with, for example, Phantom went all the way up to 350, then came down to below $2. You don't want to miss on these major pumps. Even though I think there will be another major altcoin run that involves most altcoins, but still, if you have something as obvious as that, you want to take some profits along the way. Otherwise, at some point this might come down in a larger correction, which is what waves do, before it then will go up again, probably. So I remain bullish on these anyway. So for the long run, good investment for me. Here's Sand. But also short term, I think we could see further rising prices. But now, obviously, we're already at 670. But I'm going to buy a few more, or a few actually, I will buy in when we see the dip here. So that's just on Sand, really. I think, even for next year, metaverses generally are going to outperform some of the other crypto niches. So, and also might actually not be that affected from the bear market, because people will play, virtual reality and so on. So people will play also in bear markets, so there is use for Sand tokens. There is use for land tokens in Mana, for example. So yeah, it is, there we are. So bullish on Sand, waiting for a further retracement, I would say. We'd surprised if we just go up from here, but we did it here. We didn't really retrace a lot. But still, as soon as we have a more significant retracement, I'm going to add to my portfolio some Sand. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.